his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season.
This is the NFL on EA Sports as we join you from the so-called Space City, Houston, Texas. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Dragons of Houston. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at our home side as we enter play here. They've handled all comers through the first 3 months, a perfect 12-0.
Yeah, they're 3/4 of the way to a perfect season, and now's where it really starts to get into your mind. We'll see if it affects their play in any way.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Texans, things haven't gone exactly according to plan to this point, but boy, you and I down there with them before the game, they were fired up.
And they understand how important this game is. Win this one, they can start to think about a turnaround.
And we are underway from Houston. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. And despite injuries like these, Charles, with these guys missing, they've been able to keep that pursuit of perfection alive so far.
That just shows the depth that they have on the roster and the guys who are serious about being ready when their number is called. Someone goes down, someone jumps in, and they don't skip a beat. I think this team has a bunch of those guys, and some of them will be called on again this week.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. He'll dump this off to Taylor, complete. No gain on the play, and that'll make it second down. And Stroud now to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Again, it's Stroud. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And his kick is good. And it's now 3-0 Texans. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
It was fun getting ready for this game, wasn't it? Because normally we talk to the coaches and the players. I think you and I asked to talk to the trainer to see how his arm is going to be.
A lot of ice after last week.
After last week's game, boy, what a performance that was. And you know who else is having fun? Receivers. Because they get a chance to do what they do best, which is go out and catch the ball.
Yeah, and that last week effort, he threw for well over 400 yards. 2nd and 10 now. It's Lawrence. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Here's Lawrence. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Taking it about the 36. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll run to Taylor to begin the drive. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
The 2nd down throw now from Stroud. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Stroud on 3rd down now. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not much happening offensively here early on. That's 2 drives and 0 first down. This defense, they've come to play. They're the better of the 2 units here so far.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes, because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. So, Charles, you look at this offense, and really on paper, at least a great situation for them upcoming. They're unbeaten on the year. An open week coming up after this. I guess my question, any worry that maybe this is coming at the wrong time?
Oh, definitely I'd be worried about this game, maybe more than any other on the schedule, because I know my guys are looking ahead to that open week. I've got to keep them focused on the task ahead, make sure they take care of business in this one. Otherwise, you're talking about a double trap. The trap of losing the game and then having the open week and having to stew about it.
On 1st down, Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. It's long. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down. They run the counter. It's long. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. Right back to him on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll leave it with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. On 3rd down, it's long. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. Great 15-yard effort on the ground there on third down to keep the drive going. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
They'll try to run this one in. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dragons are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Extra point attempt to follow here. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 14 carries, 58 yards.
Just an all-right day from him last week. He really didn't break out for the huge yardage he had hoped going in. I talked to him before the game, though, and he knows this is a new, fresh opportunity. He's put last week behind him, and his focus, getting some extra yardage with every carry he receives this week.
First and 10, Taylor now. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Stroud to throw it. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team. The Texans offense set to regain possession.
Following the interception, they're set up nicely here, already inside the red zone, knocking on the door, if you will. 1st and 10. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the
touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have regained the lead. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is now 10-7. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them in plus territory. Excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. And now out comes Houston. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Defense is asleep.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Nash. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
(10-7) our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Second quarter down, it's our home team with possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Lawrence will throw, and he hits Drake. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Now Lawrence. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Drake. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Now Lawrence. Over the middle, complete. It's Drake. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
And his kick is right there. It's good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you're running get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
And the Texans set to come onto the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On first down, here's Stroud. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. 2nd and 7. Stroud sets up the play action. Thomas brings it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Now here's a throw. It's complete. They'll get just a couple, but the sticks move again.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10. We're all knotted up at 10, but it appears that may change soon. Only question is, will they have to settle for 3? Stroud looking to throw. Fires the out route and completes it to Harris. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And his kick here is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Now Lawrence to throw. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Lawrence throwing middle, and it's complete. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's 2nd down. Now a handoff up the middle. Long. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Very quickly here, and that's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down. Back to throw. Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. That's Fields. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. The carry here for the big tight end. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Now, these two division rivals, a couple of late games on the schedule this year. Their first meeting, you might remember, was back in Week 10, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. On first down, Long, and a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's second down. From the 22 now, here's the 2nd and 9. They go play action with Lawrence. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back in the 32. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3. Thus far, this will be 3rd and 19. Looking to throw. Lawrence. Being chased out left. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And for the second time this half, on comes the field goal unit here. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that's going to tie us at 13. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Houston set to take over. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out now joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the 6th sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Throwing to start the drive. Lawrence. This is caught. Touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Dragons have moved out in front. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Point after try forthcoming. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Taken at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And here comes the Texans now. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look at a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 1st and 10, it's Stroud. He's got Thomas yet again complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. That is incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Stroud. He'll check this one down to Taylor. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Here goes Stroud again. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything to hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now brings up 4th down. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
This offense back to work now late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Now Lawrence on 1st down. It's complete to Drake. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well inside the 25. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, it's Lawrence. He finds his man complete. It's Wise. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. We're starting to get near the home stretch of this NFL season. It's week 13, so let's get an update on what's going on. We'll begin our tour out at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. 28-14 was your final score. From there, it's up to Highmark Stadium to check in on the Bills. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. The Steelers seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Lastly, let's head to Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati to see what's happening with the Bengals. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. The Black Knights looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Now this offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
This 2nd and 4. Here's Lawrence. Over the middle of the traffic, and that's complete. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. Back to throw. Lawrence. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. 2nd and 10 now. It's Lawrence. And he comes back with one complete. And a 6-yard gain. Around the 43. This now a 3rd and 4. Here's Lawrence to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 34-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. 2nd down and 3. Again, it's Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. That's Nash. Touchdown. A great effort there. 27 yards. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
The extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 2nd down and 8. Throwing now is Stroud. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Stroud on third down now. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Going quickly here to Thomas. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 37-yard line.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. So the completion good for just 3. And now it's 3rd and 4. Here's Stroud. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is brought in at the 21. Well, following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the ball.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. 7 yards there and a first down. Now Lawrence. He finds his man complete. It's long. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd down and 6. And to throw again is Lawrence. There's that man again. It's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Up the middle they go. It's long. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
On 1st down, Lawrence. He finds his man complete. It's Wise. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's long and very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Lawrence will throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short, because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick up the first down.
Keep it up! Keep it up! Can't keep up with their attack offense!
Now Lawrence to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Lawrence with a quick throw outside. That's complete. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And now what we have here, a 3rd and goal. Lawrence to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Running left, Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down. Incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And now out comes Houston. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he hits Drake. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 28 yards there and give him the 1st down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after him.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
On 3rd down, Long. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Houston's offense taking over again. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Stroud now on 1st and 10. Looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. From the 25, here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Stroud looking to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. 4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he can do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Long. A pretty decent gain on the tough run before he's brought down at the 25. 53 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Lawrence. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Lawrence. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Nash. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's long. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. Dancing to his left. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing 3rd down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take a number.
Did he get the feed down? Yes! Touchdown! A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Dragons add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
And he returns this to the 22. The Texans offense set to regain possession. We certainly... A throw over the middle, taken in. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Stroud. Thomas brings it in. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19. Stroud working out of the gun. He's got Thomas yet again complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. A pretty anemic, a very anemic 1 for 9 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now Stroud. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
They'll run on 1st down. It's long, and a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. He finds his man complete. That's Wise. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
And that is no good. But that shouldn't matter a great deal as they still lead by a bundle here. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
2nd and 10, Stroud to throw yet again here.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
Brought down by multiple multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Stroud off the play fake. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture as now they've got a 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Houston.
One final shot for C.J. Stroud. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. Now, Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Houston, the streak lives as they move to 13-0 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Houston, the playoffs look to be out of reach now as they drop to 4-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.